Welcome to the American Landscape. Thanks for watching. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Today, we're in beautiful St. George, Utah. I haven't been here since I was maybe this big. And we're at the Rosenbruch Natural History Museum. It's just 117 miles from Las Vegas, Nevada, 224 miles from Kingman, Arizona, and 304 miles from Salt Lake City, Utah. One country, 50 states, and many roads. It's all about the American road trip. So please join me and together we'll visit roadside attractions, fascinating museums, unique landmarks, and offbeat points of interest.
Hi, welcome to the Wrigley Mansion. Come on in.
Welcome to the Museum of the Forgotten Warrior.
But most importantly, we'll experience the inspiring people and grandeur of the American landscape. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm great.
Good. Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course.
So can you, what's the exact name of the, I just called it the Natural History Museum. Where are we at?
This is the Rosenbruch World Wildlife Museum.
And then all the animals have known to live in Utah, or are these around the world? Or?
All around the world. So we have a little section of just southern Utah animals, but yeah, there are animals from all over.
So we're going to see a lot here.
Yes, there's over 300 animals. So.
Wow. All right, so we're this Serengeti, we're in Africa. Mm-hmm. Nice.
African savanna, so.
Now you got all the names out there, but I was going to try to get a few, but I can't
just don't
help
look at the names.
Yeah, I can't help but look down there.
Yeah.
There's a Makuna, was it Makuna Matata over there? That's
Pumbaa.
Kumba, sorry.
Yep, warthog.
Yeah, look at me. And you simulated a little, they kind of burrowed down in a hole. Yeah.
It's the best when we get little kids coming through for school groups and stuff.
Oh, I bet, yeah. It's always nice to be able to relate to something like that. Man, look at the horns on these. Was it Kudu? Is that how you say that? Greater Kudu? Kudu. And an ostrich. I don't think of them usually right in the same area. Is that a dog? Is that the hunting dog out there?
African hunting dog? Oh. Yeah.
It's a nice representation. It's, in the spot where...
Yeah, they tried to make it look like they were actually where they're... As much as they could anyways.
Sure.
So.
And what's the little guy here? He doesn't have a name by him.
Grizzbook.
Oh, he's a cute little thing. So. What, looked like I was going to call a bobcat, but
the coracle cat?
Coracle cat, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah, the hyenas are trying to get the dinner away from...
Yeah.
Typical those guys, they don't want to hunt for themselves, they want to take it from everybody else, right?
Yep. It's my favorite to point out this one right here because when it comes to lions and hyenas and their food, if hyenas have a bigger group than the hyenas will get the food, even though lions are stronger. And that always surprises the kids when they come through. They're like, really? It's like, yep.
So mob rules, the gang gets it off the smaller group. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, you wouldn't think about that. You think they'd just chase them off. But I find it interesting how, the different poses. This guy, just kind of regal. Over here, they're jumping. The warthog looks like where's that? It's a bush pig. Oh,
bush pig.
He's after something. He's got a snarl.
Yep.
So I like how they posed them.
Yeah, they try to make him look as...
Yeah, like what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And can you spot the leopard? Is that the leopard you're talking about?
That's the leopard.
Yeah. He's watching over potential dinner.
Yes, the baboons. That's his potential dinner.
Really?
Yeah.
Not the
monkey too, but baboons are what they hunt. So they hunt baboons as well.
Really? I never really thought of that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he'll hunt all these other smaller animals as well, but yeah, baboons.
Wow. And baboons can be pretty fierce too.
Yes. A troop of baboons are very dangerous to come across.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to come across one.
Yeah, definitely not one. They're vicious. Right now.
Now, look at that little tiny guy.
Yes, they're so little. They're cute.
They are.
The kids always call them babies, and it's like, nope, that's a
full-grown
adult.
Oh, see, I was going to assume the same thing.
Yep,
that it was a
full-grown
baby.
adult. Pretty easy snack for some bigger predators.
Seriously, I mean, you kind of wonder how small the babies are.
Yeah.
So these are the night roamers, huh?
Yes, night or day, but
But it's set up as the nocturnal night.
Set up as a nocturnal, yep.
So the American alligator.
Yes, American alligator.
So he's freshwater.
Yes, probably. Freshwater. Alligators are always fresh. Crocodiles are always salt. So.
Good distinction. I was going to ask you what was there in both, but crocodile or alligator, fresh. Crocodile, salt.
Yep. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And there's our bobcat and our red fox. Also.
And then another spring
The foxes
hare.
are so cute.
Yeah, they are.
And then the little nightingale, spring hare again. That's what we saw out there.
Just right over there. Yep.
All right. So, I mean, this is a nocturnal. You say they're day and night, but are some of these creatures more active at night?
Yes, your red fox is typically more active at night. Your bobcat is. Mountain lion is both day and night. Ring-tailed cat, yes. So
it looks like someone's getting his dinner right now here.
Yes.
So
we have that set up so that people can see how big cats do take down their food.
How it really does happen.
Yes, how it does happen.
Nature and its, glory, if you will.
Glory, yeah. It's the best when I get little kids that are like, oh, he's hunting you. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
He is. Let's
Going for the
move
jugular, trying to knock him out right there, huh? And then Mr.
Spotted hyena again.
He's waiting to get his piece if he can, or
Yes.
steal it away, I'm sure. I'm going blank. I know what those guys are in the badgers?
Badgers, yes.
Badgers.
Badgers fighting up there.
Yeah. Oh, and Margay?
Margay, yep. He is full grown as well. And typically you can find them in Texas area, Mexico.
All right. Mule deer, he's pretty common. Right? And little skunks, yeah. Look at tiny baby ones too.
If you come across a baby skunk, you want to run a little bit faster than the adult skunk, though.
Because they're quick to defend or smell, or
baby skunks will spray everything they have.
Oh, I see.
So mama skunks or adult skunks will just do a quick little spurt. So
okay.
see baby one run faster.
Good to know.
So
no, coyote, another
coyote, yep.
Another squirrel or something back there. I don't think I've ever seen the fox trying to get the bird as the pheasant as it's going away. That's great.
They did a pretty good job. A lot of people are always enjoying that one.
They did. So. Yeah, it's very dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then the famous
lots of
turkey.
wiring.
Yeah.
Famous turkey. Yep.
Yeah, I still think of
those things are loud too.
They are. I always think of Ben Franklin wanting that as the
national bird.
Yep. I guess it is exclusive to America.
Is it? I think so.
I want to say so. Now, are those javelinas? Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Very vicious. And I love the bison. I'm obsessed right now with bison videos on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something regal and tough and like all American about seeing those things.
We have an American bison here, and then we have a European bison up
back
there a little bit. Yep.
Awesome.
And then don't get it confused with our muskox. So they are different.
Yeah, muskox, they're a cold weather animal, right?
Yeah.
And then with mountain almost missed us over the side here.
Yeah, we got a little canyon area with some more mountain lions and.
Yeah, this is where the mountain lion definitely's got an advantage.
Yes.
And look at them coming down on these guys.
Yeah, because these mountain lions can jump 18 feet in the air, so they can get.
Just vertical from the.
Yep.
Straight up. That's amazing. And then these, I know what these are. A sheep, right? The white ones.
That one's a goat.
A goat.
Yes. Okay. When it comes to goats and sheep's horns will always curl, and goat horns will always go up and arch back, or go up and arch to the side. Oh. So that's kind of one way you can tell the difference.
I'm not sure if I knew that, but that's pretty cool to know.
Yeah. So if you just look at their horns, you can kind of tell what they are. And then of course goats, they always have extra hair under their chin. So goatee is the way I always remembered it.
Yeah. Oh, Japanese Sika, is that right? Japanese Sika? It's interesting how just find little differences. There's Manchurian to the Japanese one. This one's a little more delicate.
And then up there we have our Sayaga antelope. And
now he's interesting. Look at
very unique.
The snout on that.
Makes it so that his lungs are very sensitive, so air temperature can affect his lungs big time. So his nose is shaped like that, so that whatever air he breathes in, it changes either warmer or colder based on what he needs.
Wow, that's fascinating.
And he's an old little guy. Sayaga antelopes have been on the earth since the Ice Age.
Snapshot of that later.
He's not my favorite animal, but he's my favorite in the museum.
Just
because he's so unique.
He's not the most handsome, right?
He's not the most prettiest animal.
And in a way, I want to say he's inspired a cartoon or a creature in something, because
he always reminds me of Dr. Seuss books.
Maybe that's
I'm just like, he kind of reminds me.
Even his horns are almost translucent. Are a really different color than most of the other ones. Yeah. Now, he's a little dirtied up or muddied up. What's he doing?
Yeah, just trying to stage him to look like he's looking for roots and food and stuff.
Okay.
So.
Now they root out to they want to get to the root more than the greenery on top, or
both.
Both.
Yeah.
And I see that makes sense with the way their horns are to get down in there.
Dig into the dirt. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm starting to see one back here where now we're seeing their antlers are starting to change from real pokey to a spread out one.
Yeah.
Now, when people come here, is it all self-guided? Are there tours available?
Yeah, we have, for school groups, we do guided tours with an actual guide. But otherwise, if people come and they want to listen to an audio, we have that.
Oh, so you have one of those where you carry the little device around?
Actually, it's on your phone. So there's just a
better.
little barcode that you can scan, and it brings up our little audio, and you can
that's really
click through and listen to it. It has facts about the animals, as well as hunting stories and other just kind of fun things.
Oh, that's awesome. That would be really cool.
But for instance, root eaters, like I was telling you, our Reeves is going to be one of your root eaters.
Okay.
I call them my vampire deers just because they have the fangs.
I saw that.
So,
I'm like, wait, is that a hair hanging there?
No, that's some fangs. So that helps them dig into the dirt and get their roots. And then also, once again through evolution, they develop the fangs because they're so small and their horns are so small that they need an extra way to protect themselves. And so that's kind of.
But you know, because of his size, he's almost like some of the vampire ones where you really see it in the head up here where his horns are coming out. It's much more pronounced than when they're coming out like that one straight up.
Definitely.
So, I can see that. It's great. The Siberian brown bear, and I've heard of him.
Yes. Not as big as the actual brown bear, but yeah.
But man, they can be dangerous, right? Those claws
those claws are. Yep.
Oh, look at that one, the twisty horns. What is he?
Yeah, he's a goat.
He's a goat.
Yes, because his horns go up. Sheep horns will always curl down.
That's right. You said that. Oh, look at these two guys are ramming heads. Now, that's something. I was going to say you don't see every day, but you can on video.
Yeah, you can on video.
It's amazing how these guys, they can conk each other and keep
still
going.
survive.
Yeah,
because it's a pretty hard conk. So.
What do you think the average person, how much time would you need to spend here to really, soak it in?
If you listen to all of our audio, it could take anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how much of it you listen to. But other than that, a lot of people spend anywhere from an hour to 30 minutes just walking around. But yeah.
And you can spend as much time, you can go back and forth, wander.
Yep, you can go into the gift shop and then come back, and your ticket's good for the whole day. So if you want to go get lunch, then come back again, you can.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And we did notice there's a lot of nice restaurants right within walking distance.
There is. So.
I think we tried the rib place last night.
Rib and chop, yeah.
Oh,
it's
it's
a good
really
one.
good. Yeah. Very friendly people, too.
Another kind of North American section.
Okay, so I see we're heading into some things I'm really familiar with. Bears.
Yes, bears.
And otters.
So you have a whole bunch of black bears and brown bears in here.
Oh, he's big.
Yes, he is big. Definitely wouldn't want to come across him.
No, I wouldn't want to come across the little guy either, because I always think if mom or the baby's around, mom's somewhere close by.
Yes, you don't want to get in trouble with a mama bear.
No, years ago we were in small Yosemite. We saw an 8mm film. Mom had wandered like up this hill, and the 3 cubs had stayed down here, and people got out of their car and walked in between to take the picture. She was okay until that guy got in between that site, and she came down, and people are scattering. It's like, dummy.
Yeah, don't do that.
People are not real smart in nature sometimes. But I really like you got a nice cave back there. Oh, and there's the brown grizzly. Ooh.
And you can always tell the difference between a brown bear and a black bear, because the brown bears, they'll always have an extra bump on their back, and that bump is an extra muscle they have. Makes it so they can dig better and swipe harder, which is...
brown has that.
Brown bear, yes. Black bears don't. Black bears are also going to be way smaller.
Now, grizzlies are a...
They're a type of brown bear. It's just kind of like the different goats. Just
Yeah. Oh, wow. Here's the mean guy.
Yes.
Mr. Polar bear. Wow.
He's vicious. Pretty vicious.
Yeah. Talk about deceiving. Look at the paw on that. You would not want to be close to that.
Yeah, that paw's pretty big.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see the difference of the head and the facial features of the polar and the brown and black bear. Yeah. Even the one up there, he's a little more narrow. Not as these guys are kind of a fuller face almost. Yeah, I would not want to come across. And they can climb a tree, so it's not like you can outrun them and climb a tree.
Definitely. A lot of kids are like, oh, you can just curl down with a brown bear and scare away a black bear. It's like, no.
I don't think so. But it's so cute how kids think what they could do. But I'm hoping when mom goes home or dad goes home, tell them the reality. So we're coming into a winter scene here, I see.
Yeah, our Arctic section.
Okay, so this is the Arctic now.
Yeah, Arctic tundra.
So we got a few different wolves going on here, it looks like, from the black to the gray. And what's the one that's way down there?
I believe they're timber, but I'm not 100%
Timber wolf,
sure.
right? And then there's a, now see, I look at that Arctic fox that's going after that snowshoe hare, and he's, I mean, pure white. I mean, obviously that works for their environment, but you know, when we see that red one on the other side, then you see them, he looks different, you know? And then the caribou.
Caribou and, reindeer and all that.
Now, do I see a bear getting a caribou in the back there?
Yes, you do.
Wow.
When it comes to reindeer and caribou, they're actually the only type of deers where the female will grow antlers as well.
Oh, that's it. And I did not know that. That's interesting. So, okay, caribou, and those are reindeer.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because a lot of people do think they're, I've met people who don't believe they're reindeers. They didn't realize that it's not mythical. There is actually a reindeer.
Reindeer. Yep, reindeer and caribou are actually the kind of the same animal. It's just two different names because of the two different places they live.
Oh.
There are some very slight differences because of the different places they live, but
I didn't know
mostly
that.
they're the same animal.
I did not know that because their antlers look a little different. Maybe that's just, you know, the geographical variances and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, do they shed antler fuzz like these?
Yes. So some, when it's colder, they'll have more of a fuzz on their antlers. Okay. But yeah, they'll shed the fuzz and they'll shed their antlers as well. So.
Oh, really? And then regrow back. Now, is that?
Regrow back.
We didn't really talk about that anywhere else. Is any of the other antler type animals shed them and regrow them?
A lot of the deers do lose their antlers. Yeah. Huh. So you can go into the woods and pick up antlers and.
Oh, and no, that's not necessarily meaning one has died or hunted there. They shed them.
They shed them. Yeah.
Oh, now it looks like some more Africa.
Yep, some more Africa section. And we got our crocodile right here, so you can kind of tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator.
They'd have to probably be sitting right next to each other for me to, I mean, from a quick glance, they look the same, though his head's looking a little different.
Yes.
That's the first thing I notice is they almost look shorter. The
way I remembered it as a kid was your crocodile's name may start with C, but it's now shaped more like an A, so it kind of has that longer, thinner. And then alligator's name may start with an A, but it's now shaped more like a C. It's more curved. Stuck in my head pretty good.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting that here now we got the tall grass, so you can see how easily some of these animals can kind of just blend in.
Like the leopard that's way back there.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see the leopard.
There's a leopard back there.
I saw some horned animals. All right, I got to keep my eye out. And then the giraffe. It's amazing how, you know, to drink water, which they need, how they really got to work for it.
Yeah, and typically they have another giraffe kind of on the lookout to make sure there's no leopard around to get them because their neck is now easy to get to.
Sure. Oh, now I see him way in the corner.
Yep, he's way in the corner.
Wow, he does really hide. Yeah, and he blends in better than everybody else. And then Dick, is it Dick or?
Dick, yep.
No, that's full size too, huh?
Full size too, yep.
And he looks like a little baby.
Looks like a little baby, yep. So our Dick and our eland, which is kind of fun, is they're such different sizes, right? They're actually cousins on the animal line.
No way.
So, yeah, it's really cool. So, because they look so different.
Now, is some of these set up to, like, would these guys, like, stay close to the orc and to the, you know, for protection, you know, even though they may not be, you know, the same family group, but they kind of move together?
Mix together, yeah.
But he's big and he's really interesting.
He's big.
Love his curling horns.
It's very pretty.
Isn't he?
There's a lot of pretty animals. I just love animals. So.
Imagine what kind of damage you could do with those horns if you
I know, right?
Oh, and this is our first zebra. Poor guy.
First zebra.
First zebra I see, and he's already getting attacked.
Yeah, and it's the best when zebras stay in their herd because then the lion can't tell where one zebra starts and where the next ends.
I've heard that is, you know, and sometimes I wonder how they figure that out. Yeah. But it makes sense with all the stripes going on. It might just look like. Do we know, do lions see black and white like dogs and everybody else that they?
I think they do, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah.
Now the camel seems out of place. Are we going to a different region, or is there a camel in an area that I'm just not familiar with camels being in?
Yeah, because there's camels are in Africa. This is our one.
He's a dromedary.
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 Yes. And then, of course, they store fat in their hump, and it can get them 100 miles without the need to drink more water.
I know, it's amazing.
So, it's crazy. Most of them, if not all of camels, are domesticated, or they're owned by someone, at least.
Really?
Not domesticated,
There's really
but owned
not
by
many
someone.
in the wild, huh?
Not really much. Huh. Because either the land is owned by someone, so they count them as their own, or something like that.
Interesting. So this looks like Is this interactive for the children?
Yes, they can touch any of the animals they want. They can play with the toys and feel the different furs and stuff that we have. So.
Oh, okay. So they can't touch out there, but they can come in here.
They can come in here and touch and feel. And yeah, if you look at some of the furs, you can see that the fur is coming off and there's the skin.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because like I said earlier, the oil's on your hand, let the fur fall off. So.
But here we can touch a bear.
Yes,
we
you
can
can
pose,
totally.
We can pose with him. We can do whatever.
You sure can. Yep, and it's kind of interesting because these two bears, this one is definitely soft. Mm-hmm. This one is more coarse, which kind of is interesting for me.
Oh, and that's not because of people touching. Oh, that's just a natural
fur. Filled, yeah.
And what is this one?
This is a black bear. So this is a black golden bear.
Okay, got black golden.
Black golden, and this is a black bear.
Black. Okay. If you said that's a black brown bear, I was gonna. Okay.
Yeah.
So no hump.
No hump.
No hump. All right,
No.
got that one right this time.
Yes.
All right, and get your tent and.
Little tent.
So it looks like story time almost here. Where you kind of gather and do that, huh?
Yeah.
This is nice.
And of course, we have the quotes along the wall. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. So it's a good quote.
Yeah. Well, we got to touch the bear now.
You have to touch the bears.
Now these are adolescent.
Nope, they're full grown.
Really? Mm-hmm. Now it was funny when we were standing over there. I looked at the bear and I'm like, oh, he's nice. When I'm looking at him from here, it looks like he's smiling at me.
I know he does, doesn't he?
I looked over. I'm like, whoa! Did that just change? He's like, wow.
Yeah.
So this one you consider the soft one.
Yes, that's the one I consider the soft one.
Okay. And then oh yeah.
He's more coarse.
So I'm taking it a colder weather climate this one's in?
Not necessarily.
No? Okay.
No,
because he feels like he'd be thicker and coarser,
It could have been wintertime when he was hunted, so that's why he has a bit of a thicker coat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it could be partly that, not that he wouldn't be softer, but yeah, overall everything. Very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Well, thank you for that tour, and I see you, like every great attraction, we exit through the gift shop, right?
Yes.
It's kind of a cliche, but I mean, and does this help support the museum?
Yep.
The gift shop? I did forget, how much does it cost to come here?
It's $8 for adults, $6 for seniors, 55 and older, and $4 for kids ages 3 through 12.
And veteran discounts?
Yes, $2 off each ticket up to 6 people.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate it. It's very interesting. Didn't quite know what we were walking into when we got it, but wow, I've seen a variety of animals I don't think I've ever seen in one place.
Actual size and shape of the animal is kind of fun too. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Kimberly.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
And next time I'm in St. George, we'll stop in again. Thank you.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for spending your time with us here on the American Landscape. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the Rosenbruch Wildlife Center as much as I did. And please come back for more, because this is just a small piece of what is the American landscape. Now, do you have any of these?
Have any what?
Yetis?
No, I don't have Yetis. Sorry.
It's my spirit animal.
Oh, okay.
So Kimberly, I see we're coming up on the children's interactive room, the
Yes.
Olson family insect display, and then the Aaron Olson family, that's a donation, or are they part of the...
Donation of different insects that they've collected. So that
And is he a local?
Yes, Aaron Olson and his family are locals.
Okay, so are the insects local insects, or are they worldwide insects?
Worldwide.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay,
Yeah.
insects.
Yeah, some of
Insects
them-
are creepy.
Some of them are very big that I'm like, ooh.